Thank you, Dino. Okay, I am very excited about this Noodaloo 2. My excitement of this Noodaloo 2 is only eclipsed by my producer's excitement.
Yeah, I'm excited about this Noodaloo
Right,
2.
which is a little weird.
I know.
Right?
It was just fun.
All right, take a listen to this one.
Goes this week's Noodaloo 2. That's right. There's a new stud finder in town, ladies, and they're calling it the StudPoP. But it's fun for both girls and boys. Our Noodaloo 2 this week, StudPoP, is a new stud finder design that uses a magnet to locate the studs in your wall. Now, using magnets to find studs is nothing new, but typical magnet stud finders tend to not be all that reliable. StudPoP seems to have found the solution. And let me tell you, I had so much fun with it. I'm not even kidding. Okay, to find wood studs using a magnet, what you're basically doing is finding the metal screw or nails that are used to fasten the drywall to the walls or ceilings. While this method works well in most cases, sometimes it can be a little difficult to feel the magnetic resistance of a small screw when moving the magnet over a large surface, right? Well, pop goes the problem. The StudPoP uses a magnet that is attached to a popper to accentuate a positive hit. When you pass the StudPoP over a screw head, the popper pops into place to exaggerate the fact that metal has been found. Not only can you see it pop into place, you can also hear it. OMG. I'm not sure why I kept getting this feeling, but for some reason it reminded me of playing with a Ouija board. It's like the wall was speaking to me.
Lindsay, you found a stud.
StudPoPs were invented by a contractor, are small enough to fit into your pocket, do not require batteries, cost less than $10 on Amazon, and are made right here in the USA. That's this week's Noodaloo 2.
I love this Noodaloo 2.
I love this one.
Okay. Veronica, where's the camera? Can you see that?
I can sort of see it, yeah.
Oh, and you can do this.
Oh, yeah, and it doubles as a maraca.
Yeah. Hello, you people. Here's your candy.
I can't hear the word stud finder together without laughing.
I know.
I
I was gonna go there in the Noodaloo 2.
You know,
my audio, Veronica, but
one of my favorite. One of my defining moments on television was one of the very first times I was on television. And I used I used a stud finder, an electronic stud finder, on Matt Lauer. It literally was the third time I was ever on television. I'm sure that they must have thought, "Who is this guy?"
Oh my God!
And I had the electronic stud finder. It was the very first real segment I did on the Today Show when Jeff Zucker, who was then the executive producer of the Today Show, said to me, "And remember, kid, you're only as this show's all about women." So make sure it appeals to women. And he said, and you're only as good as your last segment.
I love that line.
I've told you that, right? And this is, I don't tell people this, but I've been on that show for 17 years. 17 years.
How did Matt handle it
He was shocked. So I took the stud finder, and he is, I've known him for a long time, and he is very well prepared. He reads all the notes. What happens is in these national shows, everything they're going to do tomorrow, they send a detailed list of everybody, all the guests, and this is what they're doing. The producers put together all these notes. And, there's a few on-air people that don't read a thing. They just kind of go, oh, take me through it, whatever. And you can get away with that, especially when you have experts on there. But Matt reads everything. And so he says to me, well, how does a stud finder work? And I go, well, it actually detects the metal. People think that it detects the wood, but it's not. It's the metal and the screws and everything in there that detects it. And I go, and so when it comes across, and we're outside, so there's no studs for me to hold it. I go, you can hold this up, and I also know that if you put it on your body, it will go off. Okay, it just does. I don't know if you got metal in you or whatever. Maybe it's all the lead we're drinking in the water. And I go, hey, and check this out. And it goes off beep, and because I put it on his chest, it was right by his microphone. I didn't know that, but it was really, you could hear the beep.
Yeah.
I go, look at that, Matt Lauer, you're a stud. And he got a little embarrassed, but laughed at it, and afterwards he goes, that was funny. And I got to come back.
Very funny. I was going to do something like that with those, but if you think about...
I just like doing this.
If you think about how it detects the stud and what it does, I didn't think it was going to go hand in hand.
Right.
I thought it would be
It looks like what?
Nothing. Keep going.
What?
I'll tell you later.
It looks like a monocle first. Like if you were going to be, you know the guy when you go to buy the diamond and they say, you want the cut and clarity. This is a 16. The thing the guy puts on his eye to show you, which whoever looks at a diamond like that, right? I have a friend of mine who's going to propose to his girlfriend who looks at it through that thing. It's all about the color. Right, you want it to be sparkly when the light hits it. So that little thing that the guy puts on his eye, that's what one part of this looks like. Then in the middle,
it looks like an Atari stick, kind of.
No. It looks like the thing you use in the game of life.
Oh,
the
like a little peg.
The peg, right?
Yes.
Or no? No. Yeah, Monopoly or like the wheelbarrow or the car. Yeah, the game of life. It's this, and then it's like. When it's put together, it looks like a mortar and pestle. You know what that is?
No.
You don't? Have you ever seen when you go to a Mexican...
This is very confusing.
No.
Are people following this?
No. They're going to follow this. Have you ever gone to a Mexican restaurant where they make the guacamole right in front of you?
Yeah.
And they got that jar and the woman smashing the seasoning in there?
Oh, yeah. Okay,
That's a mortar and pestle.
Gotcha.
That's what Mr. Gower... Mr. Gower, you put poison in those pills. That's what he uses.
Okay. I know what you're talking about.
You know who Mr. Gower is? Okay. Hold on. They're coming to get me. Okay. It's a little magnet. You hold it on the side of the wall, and it's like it's limp. It's hanging there. It's not standing at attention. And when you go across the wall and it hits the metal, it goes pink,
bing.
It's like, hello.
Boing.
There it is, and it stands at attention.
Right.
How much is it?
$10.
Made in the USA.
Made in the USA on Amazon.com. Everyone, you can just put it in your pocket.
The name of the company is Easy Street.
Easy Street.
I like it. In Kennebunk,
Port, Maine.
Not Kennebunk Port, just says Kennebunk. It must be the cheaper part of town. In Maine, made in the USA. This is awesome. Ace should sell these. And then you can just go to like this when people come up. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have fun with this all day.
I know. I had the best time with it. I felt like it was a Ouija board. That's
how did you find this?
Somebody posted.
I love this.
On
this
an
is
Amazon
so. You know
account.
what? Mike Jakubowski would love this.
Great. You give him one.
I'm gonna. No batteries, no calibration, no mistakes. Popper snaps up when a stud fastener is found.
Yeah,
so
that's
smart.
What I didn't. Okay. Somebody must have posted like in a review on his Amazon account
Oh
that
my gosh, it's already 8:00.
This guy Lou Manfredini, he does this segment called New to Lou 2. You should send him this information. So he did.
As shown in the diagram, move the stud pop left to right about 24 inches, drop down 2 inches, then move the opposite direction. Repeat this back and forth and downward motion until you see. I want to talk to the guy that invented this. Like, how did he...
He would be happy to talk to you.
Now, it's interesting because it's got like a little screw top on it. There's something here that it was before it was this. Like, it has threads on it. I know that's probably there so you can grab it, but it looks like, you know what it looks like? It looks like the outer thing looks like a thing you'd screw onto a hose.
Yes. I love your comparisons.
What was it? Mortar and pestle? What was the other one?
Mortar and pestle, the Monopoly piece.
The
Game of life.
And it's like maraca. Hello, you peasants. Here's your candy. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day.